I don't think clarity gets enough credit. Like most of us want to know what to do next. Should I quit my job? Should I move? Should I lose weight? Start a business? But I've learned something that often the biggest breakthroughs in my life didn't happen because I had better goals. They happened because I finally got honest with myself. And like it's the same as if someone's making a movie. Before any movie gets edited, the footage has to be viewed. The editor has to sit down and watch all the footage and decide what he's going to keep and, what he's going to get rid of. And not just the highlight reels, but like all of it. And that's exactly what we're going to do here today. Hi, I'm Carrie, and welcome to the Edit Era. This is where we're not waiting for a brand new life, but learning to edit the one we already have. Make it better. So I think a lot of us stay busy because being busy feels productive. I don't know about you, but I know the more I get done, then I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something, even if I'm just moving. We clean another drawer, we buy another planner, watch another productivity video, make another list. Anything except stopping long enough to ask, like, how's my life actually going? Because that's uncomfortable, right? It's not easy and no one likes to do that, but you can't edit footage that you've never watched. And yes, I do realize the irony of making another productivity video to tell you to stop watching productivity videos, but I feel like this one is important and it might be the last one you have to watch. I don't know if I've mentioned before, but my dad was a banker, and so in our house numbers mattered and they made sense, and like he was very big on pros and cons lists to make decisions, and I still do that as well to this day. But I also, after every serious relationship, had this strange little tradition where I'd sit down and with a notebook and literally make a profit and loss statement, not about money, but about life. Like, what did this relationship add to my life? What did it cost me? What did I learn? What do I know that are my non-negotiables now? It can feel a little silly at first, but it gave me something that I didn't have before, and that was perspective. It helped me stop romanticizing and just going, on this whim of what I've lost, or I start appreciating what I've learned, and I learn more about myself and kind of guide me to make decisions of my life going forward. So one day I realized, why don't I do this for my life as well, not just about relationships? I actually found one of my profits and losses. I'm not going to read it to you, but this one was in 2003. So relationship ending, profit and losses. One of the profits I learned is that I can motivate people, and I still believe in true love. One of the losses or things that I learned is I can be ignorant to the truth by being too blinded by my emotions. And I still do that. Or I try to mold people into what I want them to be rather than who they are. And that's one that stuck with me. I can be too demanding at times and surprisingly forgiving at others. So it wasn't just, let's bash me or bash the person. It really was just seeing who I am based on what I've learned about myself from how I dealt with things in a relationship. I was able to kind of figure out the kind of person that I wanted to be with, and I'm still manifesting that person hopefully soon. So this is now the first exercise of what I'm calling the Edit Era method. It's just kind of a philosophy that I've been cooking up. So the first exercise, I call it review the footage. It's so corny. Not because we're judging ourselves, but because we're observing. So it's a non-emotional, non-judgmental view of where you're at right now in your life. Editors don't yell at the footage, They simply ask, what do I have to work with? I'm going through the different areas of my life: home, career, health, relationships, finances, confidence, creativity, faith, all the areas. From each of these areas, I'm going to be asking myself 3 questions. Question 1 is, what's adding value to my life? So which of, what things feel peaceful, what's giving me energy. Is there a person helping me in a certain area, or someone that like a mentor or an idol or something, someone that you look up to in that field or in that area, that an aspirational person. Question 2, what's costing me in this area? Not financially, obviously, although financially too, but emotionally and mentally, physically. What's leaving me drained? What problems keep showing up? And what problems have I been tolerating for too long? And then question 3, what have I learned? This is my favorite question, because even painful seasons can teach something valuable. You've learned your schedule's too full, or you've learned you need stronger boundaries in certain areas. You've learned you can't keep waiting until life calms down before you start living. And that is something that was a huge one for me. So some examples from my own life. Career. For example, I have my little book here, but I know I need an immediate income, but I also need to build something that's mine and that has the potential to become something bigger and has a potential for growth. For example, my home. I don't need perfection, but I do need peace. And so I'm done trying to make the house look like a magazine. I've already been done with that for a while because I used to spend a lot of time just cleaning and organizing, and I felt stressed out when things got messed up. And kids live in the house, and I want them to feel comfortable, and not that I'm vacuuming behind them. So, but I also want my environment to support the life that I'm living right now and my future goals. So I don't need perfection, but I need peace. So it's finding that balance. So I have to figure out which areas, to focus on, and make sure that I'm doing the daily chores, but not going crazy. I have been feeling, with my health as another one, I've been feeling very aware of my mortality. And especially, I think, having a child later on in life, I'm very aware of, how much time I have on this earth, and how my body's aging, and where I'm going to be. Like, he's 3, where am I going to be when he's 20 and when he gets married? And so my health needs to be a bigger focus. It's not so much about making my body this amazing thing, although that would be cool too. It's more about being here and having longevity and being able to do things with my son and with my big kids, and be here for their futures, be a grandma, all that kind of stuff. So I just want to challenge you to review your own footage and see where you're at in this point. Pick one area of your life, or if you want to do them all, but pick one and ask yourself, okay, what's adding value? What's costing me? And what have I learned? Don't have to have answers at this point. It's just about reviewing that footage and being honest with yourself. Like, no one has to see this. You can even destroy it afterwards. So if you write something like, oh, this person they may be not such a great person to have around, they don't have to see it, okay? It's just for you. I'm watching too many YouTube shorts during work hours. Your boss is not going to see it. It doesn't matter. It's for you. And once we've reviewed the footage, it's time to decide what story we're actually trying to tell. This is where my storyboard comes in. And so in the next video, I'm going to show you how I'm planning my next 90 days. And it's not with a traditional vision board. It's something I feel works better. It's something it's mine. I've created it. And I feel like it's more workable for most people. So yeah, that'll be in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. And if you want to leave comments, let me know, if there's something that really stuck out to you through this reviewing the footage, and, why you think this is an important step, or maybe not. If you don't think it's an important step, that's also interesting to me. This is just the way that I've done something. It might not work for you, but if you find it useful, I'd really like to know. And until next time, keep editing.